After my insane luck, along with the fact that I got a lot of views and subscribers from the last one, I'm back at it again for a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Now by now, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the rules, but let's go over it one more time. If Pokemon faint, it dies. I can only catch one Pokemon per encounter. I have to name all of them, so when they die I get sad. Of course, if all Pokemon in my party faint, then the entire run is over and I have to start from the very beginning. So, per usual, I start my Pokemon Nuzlocke and I name myself Weasel. I arrived to my hometown of Littleroot after being stuffed away in the large moving vehicle, and then I go up into my room and of course set the clock and take the potion from the PC. As I head up the route, I find the professor being attacked by a wild zigzag goon. So I go through the starter choices, and I was thinking about doing a run with Torchic, but Mudkip was the obvious choice for pretty much every single reason. With a 2-hit KO on my Mudkip, I felt pretty good about him, and I named him Perry. I head up the route to Route 103 as I find May trying to find wild Pokemon, so of course we get into a rival battle. She sends out her Trico, and a very narrow death, I am able to defeat her. I head up the first route, and I find a Poochyena which I named Pups. I head up to the second round, I find a Wingull that I named Seagull. After meeting my dad at the gym and getting Wally his Ralts, Scott comes by and tells me I'm a piece of trash. I catch a Wurmple that I named Doopy, catch another Shroomish that I named Onion, and also in the forest I have my Team Aqua encounter. His level 9 Poochyena couldn't take the heat, so of course I beat him very easily. I head up into the city as I start my first gym battle. Roxanne was an absolute breeze as I used Water Gun to take down her Geodude, another Water Gun to take down her second Geodude. As she sends out her Nosepass, I know this might be a little bit of trouble, but after her trying to do some heal stalling, I was able to hit Water Guns till it fainted. After the gym, I encounter Team Aqua again as they steal a little Seagull. So, of course, I destroy him and I get back the old man his little Wingull. I receive the Devion goods and the letter to send to Steven Stone. As I head down the route, trying to go to the next gym, I find May standing outside. So, of course, I'm not a loser, so I'm going to go battle her. Marshtomp wasn't really going to do anything, so I switch in Poochyena, which is able to get the Oko. Then I send in my Doopy, and I use Gust on it till Trico's dead. As I cross the sea, I immediately go in for the gym fight. I send out pretty much my only option for this gym as I'm able to Psychic my way through most. Machop and Meditate go down with relative ease, with Gust doing pretty much both the damage with both of them. His ace comes out and he heal stalls of course, but eventually I'm able to take him down with another Confusion. I head up to Sleepport trying to deliver the Devion goods, but of course I have to battle Tweedledee and Tweedledum here, so I go ahead and destroy. His Carvanha gets killed by Wing Attack. Then the Zubat comes out from Tweedledum, and I kill him again with another Wing Attack. Another Carvanha out, another Wing Attack. As I beat Tweedledee and Tweedledum, I meet their boss, which is Archie. Outside the museum, Scott's waiting for me to tell me how cool I am, even though I already know it. On the road again, heading back up to Mauville, I go ahead and meet May as I'm ready for another battle with her. I send out Pups for her Wingull, which I pretty much just used Bite again. Same tactic as last time. Doopy goes out for Grovyle as I'm able to Gust and Confusion. At this point, I have pretty much really good covers for all of her Pokemon, so it's going pretty swell, as I use Water Gun on her Slugma to finish it off. Wally meets me outside the gym, thinking he might even be close to a challenge, but it's sad to say that he gets completely destroyed and humbled. I head inside to find Watson, which was pretty much a joke, again because of my starter. I used Mudshot for Voltorb. Then for Zillitrek, I again used Mudshot to OHKO it. Another OHKO for his Magneton. Then his Manectric, which gets, of course, another OHKO. And then I finish the third gym already. I head up Mount Pyre, at least I think that's how it's pronounced, and I find T-Magma leader Maxie. He was not really, I would say, a challenge, but I didn't have too many good typings for him. As his Mightyena goes down with a water gun, his Zubat goes down with a couple of bites, and his Canerupt goes down with some more water guns. I head down the mountain and go immediately to the gym where Flannery is meeting me. I pick up an Azumarill, which pretty much is going to get me through this gym with Bubble Beam. Her Slugma goes down with another OHKO with a Bubble Beam. Her Camerupt also goes down with another Bubble Beam. Then her Tokol is absolutely destroyed. Fourth gym done. As I head into the fifth gym, which is a pretty big run killer, I have a plan and a whole lot of cheese. My Onion pretty much goes through some of the lower level mons with a lot of fast Mach Punches. Lanoon gave me a little trouble, but eventually down with the Mach Punch. As I sent out Seagull, this is where the cheese begins. As you can probably already tell, I protect on his attacking turn, and then I do a little bit of chip damage, and eventually I know that I'll finally beat the fifth gym. I never even used this mod, but I thought it was cool to include that I caught another Oddish and named it Strawbee. I take on the Weather Institute, which is pretty much a joke because all of her Pokemon are pretty weak. I send out Pokeball for another Spark. I send out my Azumarill for Mightyena, which takes her down pretty much with relative ease using Rollout. May's waiting for me outside the Weather Institute, so I go ahead and crush her. My Azumarill takes out her Slugma. Her Grovyle unfortunately kills Gary, which I forgot Leaf does a lot of damage. My Coughing I send out to use Sludge, which pretty much kills her Grovyle, as well as her Lombre that gets killed by another Sludge. I felt decently confident going through so far since I've only lost one mod. As I head into the sixth gym, which is another known run killer, I was pretty much nervous, but I felt like I had a good chance. I used Thunder Shock to take out her Swablu as she switches in immediately to our Altaria. Thunder Shock didn't do as much damage as I wanted, so I used Self-Destruct. Again using Self-Destruct with my Coughing, thinking everything would go well. But it felt like a little bit of the Pokemon sacrifice was in vain, but thankfully I was finally able to kill it. After my Azumarill kills it with a Bubble Beam, I felt pretty confident, but I forgot one Pokemon. Her Tropolis, which was never really a problem. I tried putting it to sleep, but it didn't work. Sadly, Drake got killed by a Solar Beam, and my Azumarill comes back down for a Double Edge to kill it. Double Edge takes out Pelipper, along as it takes out Skarmory, and then I finish the sixth gym. I pick up an Absol, who I name Qbert, and I turn around and there's another rival battle with May. Tropolis, I really didn't have much, but I was thankful that I had Absol, so I pretty much used Sword Dance and was able to OHKO it. I instantly kill him, just immediately. I feel like every new Pokemon I get, I instantly kill in this run. But my Breloom was able to clutch up with a couple Mach Punches, and then I have to send out my Azumarill for her Slugma, which I take her out again with another Surf. Then using Double Edge to take out the Pelipper. I have to chase after Archie because this is Maxie. I keep forgetting both of their names, but he screws up, obviously, using the wrong orb, so he blames it on me and he wants to have a Pokemon battle. Mightyena gets absolutely crushed. His Crobat comes out and I kill it with a Surf. Another Surf from my fully evolved starter kills his final Pokemon and I'm able to move on. Of course, Team Aqua now has to annoy me even more, so now I have to go fight their stupid mini leader. As he sends out his Mariana, I send out my Breloom, and this is the part where I figure out fighting is actually super effective against Dark. I'm not sure how I figured that out sooner, but Cubert's able to take down the Golbat, and we're able to move on with our life after Team Aqua wants to keep ruining it. For whatever reason, Tate and Liza was probably one of the longest and hardest fights I've had to deal with, but let's just say it kinda went well, I would say. I used Toxic on Xatu to tear it down because that was going to be the biggest problem. Of course, I sacrifice, and now with these two in, I kind of just use Ice Beam till he goes down. Now, when both of the Claydol and the Soul Rock come in, that's when I use my Surf spam. So I pretty much just spam Surf because every Pokemon past them are all weak to Surf, so it was a pretty easy cleanup after that. Archie really did it this time. He summons Kyogre, and of course the entire world starts to flood, so I have to kill him. Pretty much Ice Beam is my Diana, then I use Ice Beam again for his Crobat. Then his Sharpedo gets taken down with Mega Drain. And of course, these two idiots have no clue what they did when they stole the wrong frickin' orbs. Like, the color of the two legendaries aren't the most significant part, so they take the blue orb to frickin' Groudon, like that's gonna work. But of course, you know, leave it up to the 12-year-old to save the entire region. I of course had to add in this masterpiece of a cutscene. As I head into the Zootopolis gym, I find out this is going to be a little bit annoying. His left toes switches out for his Whiscash as I kill him with Aurora Beam. I switch back into Bass, taking out his love disc as he tried to hold on to that Pokemon for some reason. His Celio comes out, another Spark finally takes Celio down. His Crocodile can't deal anything, and his Kingdra goes down as well. As I head up to the Elite Four, this little kid, Wally, thinks he's tough shit because he got an Altaria, but I just had to put him back into his place. I Ice Beam his Altaria, then I use Mach Punch again to take out its Delicatty. Cubert kills his Gardevoir, then Rosella goes down as well. Swampert finally able to finish off his last Pokemon, and I'm headed for the Elite Four. Finally, at the point of no return, I feel very confident as I haven't lost any very important mods. So I go ahead into the fight without really any challenge. He's a dark type, so I knew I would be able to outspeed and kill him. Sky Uppercut pretty much carries this entire run. His Mightyena goes down, his Absol goes down as well. Shiftry goes down with another Sky Uppercut, along with his Kronkodon. Cacturne wanted to stick around, but he couldn't because he got O-Code. And I end off beating the first Elite Four without even having to switch them on. As I head into the second Elite Four, I didn't really have too much for Ghost type, so it was kind of whatever powerful Pokemon I was feeling at the moment. Flamethrower takes down Dusclops. My Altaria took down the Sableye. Swampert comes back in to take care of her second Dusclops with another Surf, finishing off all of her Pokemon. As the Elite Four fights were going pretty easily, I thought Glacia was just going to be another pushover. I learned very, very fast that's not true. Glalie took out my Cubert immediately. As I send in Bass, it takes out the Galale, then it takes out the Celio. Another Celio after that, and then an explosion kills him. So I have to switch to my Walrein as I fight her Walrein. Thankfully enough, mine was stronger and was able to kill her. Down 2 Pokemon really wasn't looking good because I still had the 4th in the champion fight. But I still had my Walrein, which was pretty much taking care of all of the dragon types with its ice typing. Shelgon goes down, Salamence immediately comes out, and I get off another blizzard, killing the salamats. Altaria comes out, which is another pretty much joke, but I had to switch out Walrein because his HP was getting too low. My Altaria goes out, his Kingdra goes out, and I'm pretty much able to sweep him again. He switches out to his Flygon, so I have to switch back to my Swampert, using Ice Beam, taking him out. Kingdra comes back out, another Earthquake kills him. Going into the fight, I thought it was Stevenson, but I forgot they switched it to Wallace and Emerald. But I knew his full team was with Waters, and my electric type gone, I thought I was pretty much cooked. But Earthquake kills his Wailord, my Fly from Altaria takes out Ludicolo. Tentacool kinda goes down with ease with another Fly. I had to sack Altaria here to switch in Swampert because I had no other choice. I had to use Earthquake to kill it, Sky Uppercut takes out Whiscash. Swampert comes back in, and this is where the rough part hits, because Gyarados is able to kill Perry. He kills my Onion again too. I swap into my last and only result, which was my Walrein, my strongest tank against his strongest tank. After going back over about 6 times because of healing items, I'm finally able to take down the Gyarados. And just like that, I finish my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke with 1 Pokemon on 62 health. I have never felt my heart jump out of its chest so much as it did in that final champion fight. With my new Nuzlocke record going 2-0 with pretty much beating the game, I would say Emerald was, a little rough, but I feel confident in my Nuzlocke abilities. So if you want to give down a Nuzlocke suggestion, go ahead and go down in the comments, and I would love to see what game I should play next. But thank you for watching this far, and I know I goofed up a little bit on the champion fight. But anyways, as I always say, peace.
King of rap, I could bet my money on that.